the moonlight. I'm out in the moonlight. I'm out in the moonlight. I've got a girl and she loves me. She knows my talk is cheap. She knows I talk to other girls, yet still she stands by me. I know the problem, there's something wrong with me. I can't turn down no love I get for free. No love I get for free. No love I get for free. There's something in the way she loves me at night. Something in the way she holds me close and tight. But I've felt that love from others before. Lord, it's hard to keep up the fight, 'cause she knows that when we sleep apart, I'm out in the moonlight. I'm out in the moonlight. I'm out in the moonlight. How you guys doing? How's everybody doing? Hey, I don't want to be the boy who cried wolf, but there's a fucking wolf in here! I don't want to beat a dead horse, guys, but I kind of want to beat a living one. Win the Kentucky Derby, bitch. This song's called Pop Punk Song. My parents are fighting, my girlfriend won't fuck me. I'm trapped in the suburbs and I've never seen a black person. I hate you, Mom, I hate you, Dad. Why won't you buy me an iPad? My life is so hard. She left me roses by the stairs. Surprises, let me know she cares. She left me roses by the stairs. Surprises, let me know she cares. She left me roses by the stairs. Surprises, let me know she cares. She left me roses by the stairs. Surprises, let me know she cares. I'd like to close with a song. This song's called Me and Greg's Dad, Part 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes 1, 2, 3. Then we jump in the water. It's just you and me, and these oceans of blue that surround us. This blue that surrounds us now. I'm a baby boy. You're my best friend, Greg's dad. You, me, and Greg went on a jet ski group tour, but you and I ditched the tour so we could be alone. And now you're the king of my body, and I am the god of the ocean. I hope Greg's not upset that we totally ditched his fat ass, his tubby ass. But I'm tired of playing these crazy games with your emotion. You are an angel. I fucking love you. Is anyone listening? Greg's dad, cool guy, sweet man, gentleman, yum 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 yum. Soft hair, kind eyes, sweaty back, thick thighs, great lips, fat hips, fucking angel. We make love in the open water, and you start to hum a Peter Gabriel song. But we're interrupted by the U.S. Coast Guard, who informs us something's wrong. Greg is dead. There was an accident. Oh my God. And the Coast Guard asked us if we could identify the body. I said, can we get some energy in here? And the Coast Guard asked us if we could identify the body. And the Coast Guard asked us if we could identify the body. Say that's definitely Greg, you can tell by his fat ass, his tubby eyes. And you turn to me and say, looks like it's down to just us, babe. You goddamn angel. Let's start a fucking show!
Hey, this is Redbait coming to you live from the World Famous Comedy Store for a brand new episode of Kill Tony Volume 3. Give it up for Tony Hinchcliffe!
The show started, everybody. How you guys doing? You guys ready for a crazy Monday night or what? Come on, Monday. Hello. Make some fucking noise, you idiots. Let these assholes on Ustream know that this is a real live show. It's all happening, guys. How are you? Are you ready for a crazy fucking night or what? Yes! Alright, sure. That's a real half-ass. Put your hands together for Josh Martin, everybody. There he is. He looks like an upskirt. It's good to be here. Keep it going for Reagan and Pat, the baby boys. Pat Reagan, the baby boys. All right, turn the music down. Are you doing something? I was. Is this a part that you guys produced before the show?
Oh yeah.
All right, well let's turn it down because it's definitely dead air right now, Brian. That's a little bit of common sense here. Anyway. The show will go on. Maybe we'll try it again in a few seconds or something like that, whatever that unproduced bullshit was. Oh, we have a master plan here. It's gonna work. Any second, let's just keep the volume up on this podcast that people are listening to. Fuck yeah. Hey, look, that's my older brother, Donnie Hinchcliffe, ladies and gentlemen. He's a real guy. Real guy. The other funny Hinchcliffe in the world. So what's up, Brian? You ready to do this shit?
Yeah, and we're going to be in Nashville May 22nd for so check that out. We're doing Kill Tony live from some comedy festival.
Yeah, the Wild West Comedy Fest in Nashville, and that's fun. I'm doing the Wilbur Theater October 8th, Kansas City, and we just got Seattle rescheduled.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
I don't even know the date yet, but...
And June 1st, we were moving to the main room here at the Comedy Store, so this won't happen anymore.
Yeah, everybody's piled on top of one another here. You can't really tell if you're just listening to the podcast. By the way, the #1 live podcast on iTunes. Thank you very much. No big deal. You just have it right now. You know, you're just one of the 55 exclusive people that could squeeze into this fucking shoebox. So I'm very excited. This might be the only show, by the way, where the band leaves at the start of the show. Really interesting. Put your hands together for Pat Reagan and the Baby Boys, everybody. We really got to do better than this. Oh my god. Oh my god. You've got to be fucking kidding me. I see shark fins, everybody. Again, for those of you listening to the podcast, we are still a podcast, I promise. And it appears as though Pat Reagan, Jeremiah Watkins, and the Baby Boys wearing shark fins. Wow, you guys put the fin, and when is this going to be finished? Oh, shit. We have a drummer for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, on the show. A live drummer. Fuck yes. You guys really, is there a reason why you went with the Jaws theme this week?
Did you hear about Prince, Tony?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got eaten by a shark.
What? I have not heard
It
this.
wasn't in his home. A lot of people don't know about that.
Yeah, he got eaten by a shark and then put in an elevator in his home.
Yeah, it's pretty messy. It's pretty messy.
You can read the real story on YouTube.
Yeah.
Wow.
We started a thread in the comment section.
You started it?
Yeah.
You just admitted to starting the thread?
Yeah.
Alright, well,
Yeah, Tony, yeah.
a lot of people, I've never gotten more out of doing this show. In June, it'll be 3 years. I want you guys to know that I have never had more. It is either love or absolute fucking hate for you guys.
What's up, people?
It's
back on! It's back on!
If you ask me in person about my feelings on Reagan and Watkins, I would tell any of you it has been one of the most exciting parts of the evolution of this show for me, and I think our chemistry is unbelievable. But there are a few groups of tens of people that hit me up on Twitter. I get at least, all right, I'll put it this way, at least one tweet a day says
From a mentally retarded
yes.
mouth breather.
Sure. Okay. Well, let me just give an example of the tweet first, Pat, before you insult the guy. Once a day, I get something like, "I can't believe you love watching the end of your own show."
Hey, they need to sack up and tag us on Twitter so we can battle these bitches.
I don't think they want to follow you guys on Twitter. Even mention you. So, you know, I don't even think they want to tag you. They just want to let me know that they know that I'm ruining my own show. Really, the words ruining my own show comes up a lot.
Welcome to the end, you idiots!
I mean, come on. I just can't believe that there'd be haters out of, you know, for guys that do things as brilliant and topical as Jaws entrances.
How long did it take to make those things?
How long did it take for you guys to fucking come out today? What was that shit?
Yeah.
Were you guys
still
making
tying-
them? Were you guys still making them in the
We're
back?
tying the shark around our neck. The fin.
And instead of coming out and just holding the fucking thing on your head, you guys held up for 2 minutes and made us stall. All right, fuck yeah. Maybe you guys can start practicing your things before Monday at 8:15. All right, let's fucking do it. You guys ready to start the show?
Yeah!
I've been having so much fun with Reagan and Watkins lately that I can't even shut up. I don't even want to. Sometimes I don't even want to start the fucking show. I just want to talk to these doofballs. But let's do it. Every single week, I have two of the funniest comedians in the world as guests on this show. This week is no different. You've seen them before. You love them. Two of the best. Put your hands together for Jesse, Joyce, and Byron Bowers.
What's up, you fuck niggas? How y'all doing? I was just about to say that.
Byron's scared because he sees sharks and he doesn't know how to swim. So this is
Why don't sharks eat black people?
why?
They think it's whale shit. saw that on the KKK website.
Two of my funniest fucking friends in the entire world. Byron and I are LA comics and have done stand-up together continuously for 9 years. And Jesse and I have worked on roast writing shows for the last 5 years together, but he has written for the last 10 Comedy Central roasts. The guy that I call my big brother in roasting. And my big brother is actually here for me to see that tonight. He probably just got a little jealous. So welcome back to the show, guys. What do you think about this band? What do you think about this? You guys have been guests on the show when we've had a robot as a sidekick. We've had people in a costume.
You're throwing us under the bus right on the bat.
Yeah, I know. Let it happen. What do you mean?
Hey, Jeremiah. What do you think about that guy right there?
Oh, he's a dick, dude.
Well, it's a little bit different when you're setting up your friend that has a broken fin on his head, and you're setting up the guy that's written for 10 Comedy Central roasts, Pat. I'm trying to, set up a comedian to flex their muscle on you.
Hey, Tony. Okay, this is an example of what we're doing on the show. We're showing the podcast audience how bad it can get for listeners, like how quiet it can get in the room, and then we're just gonna build it up from here.
Oh, so you're restarting right now?
Yeah, it's all strategy.
Oh, you're bombing on purpose.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, Jesse.
Whoa.
What's up, Byron? Let me tell you something, Jesse. All right, every episode, Tony's like, "Hey, what do you think of our band leader?" Everyone likes to hate on our band leader. That guy fucking sucks. And then the professional comedian on stage who may have written roast jokes, literally insult comedy, then is teed up to sort of like have a shark attack on this chump.
Was it all set up for that?
Yeah.
Shark attack?
Yeah. By the way, speaking of sharks, they're not the only fucking sharks in here. Welcome to Hollywood.
See, that would get you attacked. That right there. It's not everything else. Yeah, you just set yourself up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a nigga walking by the police station when they bored. It's like... Thank you, God. We about to kill a motherfucker.
I love the getup, though. You guys look like school shooters in an art class. Well, fuck it. That took up a lot of time, too. So what do you say we just get the fucking show started, guys? It's sort of a crazy show, everybody, because we have a bucket filled with people that signed up for the opportunity to do 60 seconds of stand-up on this stage and then be on a live podcast with us afterwards. Talk to them about anything in the world. Comedians, your 60 seconds is up when you hear the sound of a kitty. Oh, it's adorable. Let's hear that one more time, that little quiet kitty. That means wrap it up then, or else you're going to bring out the angry West Hollywood bear. Fuck yes, all right. It's a wide one tonight. You guys better strap on your fins extra tight for this one. Yeah, let's fucking do it, shall we? You guys ready to start the motherfucking show or what? Your first comedian doing an uninterrupted 60 seconds in front of a drum player for the first time in Kill Tony history goes by the name of Daniel Balshin.
So my family's from Ukraine, which means I have 2 Ukrainian grandmothers whose only responsibilities are 1, to feed me, and 2, to feed me. Not going so well. Yeah, my friend's grandmother came up to me and said I'm the worst thing she's seen since World War II. Sounds awesome. Yeah, my parents, we speak Russian, and they only speak Russian at home. And I have an American friend who lives in my house. He thinks every time they talk, shit's going down. Так, Дима, ты знаешь, что хочешь лимон? Давай, пожалуйста, чай давай. It's like, oh my God, why are they arguing? They're not. She asked him if he wants some tea. What did he say? He said, yeah, with a lemon. Так что, Дима, ты хочешь ехать химчистку? Давай, пожалуйста, едь химчистку. I was like, oh my God, what is this time? She just asked me if he wants to go to the dry cleaners. Дима, сейчас я прибью, сука, если будешь меня слушать. Давай, сейчас я зарежу корова. It's like, oh, and this time? Now, we run.
Fuck yeah, a little, Daniel Balshin. A little Rosetta Stone set for us. Pretty much learned some Russian on that.
I think it's great that Natalie Portman's doing stand-up.
Whoa.
Oh, this crowd is heating up!
Jesse, what do you think of Daniel Balshin?
Well, you don't need to rely so heavily on telling us right off the bat that you're from Eastern Europe because you look like both Boston bombers. Or every guy who dies in the prison in an episode of Locked Up Abroad. Your fucking people, your sort of gypsy hillside quality. I got it.
Last show I was told that I looked like that guy from Grand Theft Auto. It hasn't gotten any better from there.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, I'm not a dumb teenager.
Grand Theft Auto Auschwitz edition. So Daniel, what's your story, man? How long have you been doing stand-up?
Just about a year.
Yeah. Where do you, all here in LA?
Yeah.
What do you do for work?
A lot of things.
Mostly tries to kill James Bond.
I can.
Can you name any of those things that you do for work, Daniel?
He's a sex slave.
Who's talking?
So many jobs, I can't even answer the simple fucking question.
Work in a hockey shop.
Hockey shop?
Hockey shop.
That sounds part-time as fuck.
Yeah, a Southern California hockey shop.
You know, the ice is really booming out there.
I countered that. Nah, I'm also a swim instructor.
Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Is that true?
that's true.
You just wait for the rink to melt.
It's a summer job.
So you can swim.
I drive a Zamboni in Mexico City.
All this shit sounds suspect to me.
Definitely.
A couple other things, but yeah.
What else do? You said you have so many jobs.
I work with my dad, who's he installs TVs, audio systems, stuff like that. And
Yeah. You look like you could be both in Auschwitz as a soldier and a victim. It's very interesting. You could play, you're one of the few people that I think could really pull off both roles.
Yeah, when the hair grows, it get real curly and shit.
Dude, this is weird, but I'm just picturing like your dick also having your face on it.
That is weird. That is weird.
Right, guys? Like we were all just picturing a fucking terrible acoustic guy in a Snuggie? What the fuck? That was just dumb. Acoustic guy.
I'm gonna tell you what I like. I like the fact you stuck with it, even though the audience was still trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. You stuck to your rhythm, you stuck to your timing, and I imagine like in Russia you're gonna be huge. You know what
I mean, the act out never really seems to work for most people. I mean, just you acting out the two different people just kind of loses us because we think it's fake. If you were to just say it in your whatever you said in like a normal voice, I think it would be way better. But you acting it out and like going, oh, what did she say? It's like a play. It's not really.
I really love what Byron said about you not giving up on it, about you staying in the pocket, even though, and I also agree with Brian because it was dog shit. But you did not pretend like it was dog shit at all.
Yeah.
You just kept fucking going like the place was roaring.
As if he was in Russia.
Yeah, and for that, you know, there is like some weird points for that. Like, don't get it wrong, they're both right. It's terrible.
Yeah, in a year.
All I'm saying is if you bomb like that in Russia, you'll be brought up on war crimes charges.
Do you ever go back
be
to
famous.
Do you ever go back to Russia? You ever go?
Well, Ukraine, yeah.
Yeah.
A couple times.
What's the major differences between here and Ukraine?
Well, here.
Do they have guitar comics with shark fins?
Accordion.
No, those guys are all dead, for sure. I mean, you don't know if there really are any Jews over there, that's for sure.
You really don't know?
No, because they all hide it.
That's
Scary.
Really?
That's what he led in with. Like, what's he didn't say nothing about the food.
Yeah, what's great about it?
It's like the Jews are hiding.
That's the first thing I
He led with
learned.
the Jews are hiding.
Are they? Why are they? Do they not know that it's over? That the war's over? Like, why are they still?
You could have said they drive on the opposite side of the street. Ain't it that simple
No,
shit?
they don't. They drive on any side of the street.
You led with the Jews are hiding.
That's Ukraine's tourism campaign. Jews, maybe, I don't know.
I mean, they still look at black people like they've never seen them before. That's for sure.
Everybody.
Why do you?
even black people? When I'm in Canada, them niggas staring at me like they never seen black people.
Yeah, and those are both like snowy white places, like the tundra and then Canada. So
Yeah.
like, what is this? A black bear?
Wow.
Wow.
So glad we second.
Wait, Jeremiah.
You did so much better. There.
Jeremiah, when's the part where you guys start ramping up that you were talking about?
We are having much difficulty ramping up right now.
Oh, switching. When one Russian accent doesn't work, try it for yourself.
It's okay. You can try.
Daniel, what's something crazy that you've seen your parents do because they're Russian or whatever the fuck?
Murder Jews. Murder Jews.
I've seen my dad stick a knife in the electrical outlet
For what?
just to show me not to do it.
By the way, you
That's
by the way.
funny thing you said.
Yep, I was just gonna say you have a new opener. Congratulations. You just say that just
Do
like
that
that.
first, and then talk about how he showed you how to not fuck your sister.
Like, here's the thing for real.
Using the same method. He used the same method.
Yeah, and do his voice instead of talking about your neighbors. Do his voice.
Like, for real though, I've never seen anyone get mileage out of saying something in a language people don't understand, and then the payoff is like just the joke that should have been the thing in the first place. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we all just sat there going like, well, as soon as he's done speaking Ukrainian, he'll tell us the punchline. You know what I mean?
That was Russian, but yeah.
Whatever. Who gives a shit? You see my point, though? You know what I mean? Like, that just wasted seconds. Like, no one is in here going, like, we believe you that you're a fucking Eastern... You look like you just crawled out of a fucking bulldozed ditch. Like, no one has trouble believing that you're from some genocidal culture.
And why?
No offense.
Why?
But... I'm just saying you look like you sell umbrellas in fucking Times Square. But,
Burberry though.
so listen, you don't get any mileage out of doing Ukrainian. You know what I mean? Like, unless you're at some fucking like Ukrainian.
Jesse,
Elf
it's Russian. It's Russian.
Lodge. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Look, I can't tell the difference between Russian and Ukrainian. Like y'all can't tell the difference between Ukrainians and Jews. Speak Yiddish. That's all I'm saying.
Daniel, let's talk about it. I think we pretty much did. I think we've covered it. How do you feel about this?
A lot of improvements, a lot of things to work on. I mean, a lot of things.
What do you start by, like, and this is coming from me, but do a push-up, like one. Like maybe just one day, just try to push yourself up with your fucking arms. I can't imagine what daily things you don't do. Because I'm 140 pounds of pure fucking steel, don't get me wrong. But you're taller than me and you're lankier than me, and it's gross. Like, you just inspired me to start working out more because I feel like my arms sort of look like yours.
In 10 years, you're gonna look regular. When you gained that 30 old, I was like you at 21, but look, I filled out now and I get pussy. It gets better.
Thank you.
I get pussy too.
He do, no line.
Yeah, butt pussy. Right, guys?
He just got taken down. I didn't know sharks ate each other. All right, Daniel, that's your time. Daniel Balshin, everybody. He's on Twitter, Daniel Balshin. See you here tonight.
That was fun.
All right, let's just keep this fucking fun train moving along. It does look like Silicon Valley. All right, you guys ready for your next comedian or what? Make some fucking noise Monday night, you assholes. All right, I pulled another game out of the fuck it. It's Ryan Higgins, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Killing the game, about to catch a body. Past the heartbeat, Dookie on the Ducati. Timberland, Khaled, Scott Storch, Birdman. Goddamn, man, everybody got Bugattis. But I'm making the hell in 1987.
All right. Oh, guys, I recently quit drinking. You're a nice, friendly crowd. I've actually been getting, like, booed for that at shows. People been booing me. Always, like, one guy just, boo. Boo, I'm booing you for trying to improve your life. Boo. I think it's such a shitty thing to boo. I hope he boos everything. Like, oh, you got that surgery you need. Boo. You did. Oh, you reconciled with your father? That's also a boo. Also a boo. Oh, you used the brakes in your car, you little boob ass bitch. You ain't shit breaking. It's a little boo riff we can all have. It's fun. Sometimes people after shows, they ask me, they're like, oh man, what, you can't have like one drink? You can't have like one drink? And I'm like, I could have a drink, but then I'll wind up smoking heroin behind a Ralph's.
Wow, Ryan Higgins, ladies and gentlemen.
Wasn't he on last episode?
I was
So huge
excited
improvement.
I was here. Did a hot 10.
Yeah, I remember. Last week, you did about 21 seconds, and you quit immediately.
I didn't. Well, I thought it was tell a bit.
To be fair, the shot clock was about to run out.
Oh, was it?
That's not an actual thing.
He has not said anything worth listening to the whole fucking evening. Why would you pay attention when he says it then?
That is my fault.
Yeah.
I
am
say
sorry.
left of center, interesting things that the podcast listeners that are listening right now are fucking like.
I feel like I
Yes.
amped you up by talking about, and that's what's funny, is when I say that there's one guy a day that complains about Pat Reagan, you got to listen to the other side. I'm telling you, there's also 3 to 5 that are saying most unbelievable shit, dying at number 152, 150, you know what I mean?
I'm one of those
I feel
guys.
like I amped Pat up earlier by talking about this one hater, one troll.
There's a weird energy. There is.
Oh.
Like, I feel like I'm in between the parents arguing right now, and I'm like, no, you're all friends. You're all fucking buds.
I love that, Ryan. You're like holding court right now.
Sorry.
That was very impressive, very cool. You stayed right in the pocket. Jesse Joyce.
Yeah, I'm catching a theme with all your characters who come to your shows. Do you only perform in Mississippi Burning? Where is it that you're doing shows?
I recently moved here from North Carolina, so it's
Right.
kind of like that's my go-to voice. It's not really a wooable state, but okay, it's like my go-to voice. So
Okay, because it was 2 different people that came up to you, and they both sounded exactly like King of the Hill.
they did. You know, I think the last guy was maybe like, what, you can't have one drink? You know, maybe he was a proper man, but that's not fucking, you see, it's not funny.
Yeah, I agree. I like the boo. Like there's like a boo. The way you say it.
This accent means stupidity.
Maybe.
You know?
Yeah, totally.
So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or you could just do Pat Reagan's accent.
Maybe instead of saying boo about you not drinking, they were saying booze.
Booze! Yeah, fucking.
There you go. I mean, you
for
saw
it.
how well it worked here, so you can take it with you.
I love the band. I'm going for it, man. I fucking love you guys.
Now, Ryan, I'm sorry, I can't quite remember what the fuck it was, but I remember there being something super compelling about you last week.
My dick don't work!
That's what it was. Fucking love that sound effect so much. You know right when to
Does everyone
fucking...
know this?
I hope it wasn't something else.
We found out during his interview last week, I remember that there was fucking something, and his penis doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Don't work.
Does that have something to do with you quitting drinking?
No, I actually, it doesn't make sense, but I was on my antidepressants, and then my dick he was having a great time, and then I got off my antidepressants, and he's pissed, like he's unhappy about that.
And he's the same character from those jokes.
My dick keeps telling me to have a drink.
Oh man,
No,
That's
don't work.
fascinating.
Yeah.
just doesn't work at all.
That's
Do
interesting.
It's very honest of you to say that.
Yeah,
to
I've
a room full
heard.
of strangers.
I've heard like slightly drinking jokes that start the way yours have. So you should lead with my dick don't work.
Like just come on stage like dick don't work.
Yes.
You know I quit drinking like that kind
You just can't say that and then go into. You got to talk about that. Talk about that's interesting right there.
You know after the oh sorry go ahead.
No, go ahead.
After
You're turning me around.
No, after last week, it was like I did fucking like 10 seconds, and the band guy was like, "Is that how long you fucking?" I was like, "My dick don't work." But after that show, a lot of people were really concerned about that. They were like, "Man, you were pretty funny, but I'm sorry about your dick, man."
Here's the thing: it makes you
strangers.
It makes you likable. You talking like you're in the Klan makes you unlikable. But the fact that your dick doesn't work like kind of balances it out, where everybody's like, "Oh,
yes.
this guy, I want to root for him." You know?
Even if you're in the Klan, if you were in the Klan, you burn a cross outside my house, and you like my dick don't work. I'm like, oh shit.
I think it is safe to say that is a fact. Most people in the Klan's dick don't work. That is.
Would that make it better? Like if say I was in the Klan, I burned a cross in front of your house, I was like, "Man, you know about my dick." You'd be like, "All right, Ryan, just do your fucking thing."
Yeah, just go over there and burn the cross, and then when you're done, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be in here jacking off. I will open the door with a hard dick. Cause your dick don't work. If you show up at my house with burning the cross,
That'll make me so mad. You just flaunting it. But like, maybe that's what you should. That's how we defeat racism. Like, just assume their dicks don't work.
Whose dicks?
The racist dicks.
Yeah, maybe.
no, fuck all that shit. Talk about your dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're right.
Talk about it's something that draws people in. You know what I mean?
Okay.
By the way, I just found out that Byron has a huge dick because whenever he minds masturbating, he does it all the way out.
No, you know what?
It's like
Regular dick. I got a regular dick, but I'm left-handed, and I'm using my right hand, so it's just doing its own thing. This is a left brain dick jack right here. But my real, I'm a right brain dick jack. It's like this. I like to lean in when I jack. Yeah, I like to lean. I dab when I jack.
Ryan, how long have you gone without having a boner?
God, it's been months.
Months.
It's been
So this
months.
is
Let's summon one right now.
What?
Another gay joke about a second shark.
Somehow that made sense. I was like, is it? Oh wait, we're doing bits. We're doing bits right now.
Dude, if I like touched you, if I
Wah, wah, wah. His fan's flaccid. Look at him.
my purpose, fin don't work. Could I get you hard? Could I do anything to get you hard?
I mean, I've tried.
How many times have you said that in Los Angeles? A lot of times.
How do you think he got this job?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm open.
Yeah, it is right. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
Ryan, stick with me up here. It's been a few months. Like, do you think maybe there's a chance that if you tried something different or watched a different crazy type of porn, do you think it's even
Like
possible?
Asian porn?
What porn? What kind of porn?
Like, have you,
Asian or Haitian?
Asian.
Okay.
No. He said Haitian.
Asian porn.
Yeah, it's the only part with chicken.
Yeah, I don't know. I have not tried. It's a weird feeling to be watching porn and nothing happening with your dick. You're just like, I guess this is what I do with my day.
Have you actually like spoken to like a physician, like someone who went to college, like instead of this room of fucking goofballs,
but
like you actually talked to a professional about this?
A lot of people ask me that too. I don't have health insurance because I'm a trash person, but I'm made of trash.
Do you have low self-esteem, or are you a garbage man?
Are you a garbage man? What do you
I'm a trash person on the way.
No, I'm a fucking open mic comic. We're all made of garbage, but like I don't have health insurance.
Whoa!
I love that Pat got offended, proving once and for all that he's an open mic comic.
I mean,
LA's rough, man. You gotta get that stage time where you can.
No, we just don't have health insurance. I thought that's like a like a trash person quality.
You should try. You should try.
This term,
but
trash
I feel like
Yeah,
most.
you get it. You the real one.
Yeah, but I feel like most adult men wouldn't go like, "Oh, my dick doesn't
Well,
work.
no.
I guess I won't. I
I'm
can't
sorry.
afford that." Like, what are you using your money for?
Well,
The little that you have.
Yeah,
that's
every
worth-
week I buy enough beans and rice to feed me for the week. I do.
Do you realize though that you
need to change your
could
diet.
get somebody to give you beans and rice if you had a hard dick?
And by the
In
way,
this
you could also
terrible town,
you could
somebody-
also get a hard dick if you were eating something other than beans and rice. Some fucking
You
steak
need
in your
meat.
diet,
You need
dude.
meat, man. Your meat need meat.
Yeah,
You should try-
get some fucking testosterone in your librarian-looking face.
Ayahuasca.
Yeah, try ayahuasca. You don't need a hard dick once you become a
What do you do for
spiritual being.
work?
You know. When you're in tune with the universe, it don't matter. You got a
I walk dogs, and I don't have. Yeah, you can't just go to the ER and be like.
You walk dogs
"Guys."
for a job?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Does a dog ever get a boner and you're like, you motherfucker?
You said that last week, Tony.
I did?
Yeah.
Works continuously, obviously.
I mean, do you get like semi-hard or just nothing? It just like Mario Mushroom.
It's like if you look at your foot and you're like float away. That's what my dick is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Do you go
nothing
on
happens.
dates? When was the last time you went on a date?
That's a great question.
God.
When was the last time you got slobbed on the knob?
I want to say.
Stupid. Reach levels of stupidity. Yeah.
Hey, how old are you?
By the way, the level of this show that I love is like, not only can, people in their 30s on drugs love this show, I'm pretty sure kindergartners would love this episode of Kill Tony. Ryan, when is the last time you went on a date?
Oh, we're talking 2015, like. God,
Okay, so
maybe.
last year you fucking weirdo.
Yeah, like,
Wow.
Not even late in 2015, like.
Most of
early.
the people that are next to you haven't been on a date since 2015.
Yeah.
Where was it?
Where was it? It was at. God, it was like a free date. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. I was at a free show in Raleigh, North Carolina.
A free show?
Yeah.
What's the show?
It was at Good Night's Comedy Club.
You
Okay.
took a fucking
I'm
girl
for
like to a comedy club for your. That's lame shit. Dude.
That's why.
know.
That's
know.
why
No,
your
it's
dick
not.
doesn't
No,
work.
it's not.
It's
No,
not
don't
lame.
listen to them.
It's not lame.
Don't listen to them.
You know,
You
You
know
can't
what I mean?
fucking bring a date to a comedy show.
Yes, the fuck you do. You know what I mean?
Have you ever? Have you been on a date since your dick stopped working?
No.
Let me ask you something.
No, I just tell 300 strangers at a time.
Fuck that, man. Look, if y'all, this is the time to date.
Yeah.
You ain't got no expectations. You can listen.
Yeah.
You can talk back.
By the time this chick actually wants to fuck you, your dick might actually work.
Welcome to the 30s. You know, you can relax and have a good time. You know what I mean?
Fucking genius.
Time to play the slow game.
Work.
And if it doesn't ever work again, you better learn how to eat a mean pussy, dude. That's the only way out of it. Pat's gonna teach you right now how to do that. Dreams come true. Jeremiah is about to suck his dick.
Tony, watch what happens.
Okay. For those of you, again, listening to the podcast, they just tied the shark fin around Ryan's crotch, and now Jeremiah is awkwardly laying there. I think he's waiting for Brian to play Careless Whisper because he seems pretty committed. I love watching Pat not know what to do exactly. Like he doesn't know where to put his guitar. Oh, Jesus. Very aggressive.
Too tight. He tied it too tight. I think the bit, it was...
Well, Ryan has a boner for the first time in a year right now.
Sexual harassment.
I hate that.
I got a question. Is that a Nyla Elite shirt that you're wearing?
Fuck yeah, it is.
Oh shit! I love that guy.
Yeah,
man.
I love that guy. Rick.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a guy in Carolina, man. He got his own t-shirt company. He makes them out of a shed. It's called Nyla, N-Y-L-A, which is his daughter's name. But since he always dreamed of being in fashion, it's New York, L.A.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder how he'd feel knowing that people that buy his shirt and wear them on live podcasts have a dick that doesn't work. There's more women.
I performed that in that town, right? I did a weekend. He showed up and he blessed me with like clothing and he broke the whole thing down. I was like, I'll wear it.
Damn.
And then I put his shirt on and I went on stage and talked about slave. I might have walked him, but he was there for a while.
Nah, he's a cool fucking dude. He gives all the MCs and feature headline all fucking free shirts.
He dope shit.
Great guy.
It is the #2 T-shirt for guys with erectile dysfunction. Number 1 is federal breast inspector. That's the first.
Watch out.
So Ryan, let me ask you something. What's your plan of action before we move on with you? Wait, are you gonna go see a doctor about this? You're just going.
I don't know if something could.
Hey! Don't say nothing. Say stay tuned to my next show and I'll talk about
Stay
it.
tuned. Listen next week and you'll find out.
There you go, Ryan Higgins. Ryan Higgins, predicting that he will be pulled out of the bucket for a 3rd week in a row. That is confidence that usually a guy that has a dick that works would have. A huge dick guy. That's a guy with big dick confidence, not to mention
That was
no
fun.
dick confidence.
While he's talking, I'm sitting here doing Kegels to make sure my shit's still working. I'm getting scared like, God damn, this is a thing.
He's on Twitter at Dick Don't Work. No, I'm kidding. He's on Twitter at I'm Ryan Higgins. He's that guy. So, having fun. Fuck yeah, 2 for 2. Couple interesting people. Both of them not eating enough food. So I'm going to pull another name out of the bucket. Hopefully we get a big fucking chunky person up here. How about Sarah Afkami, everybody? Here we go.
I'm from Austin, Texas, and people always ask if it was hard growing up Persian in Texas. No, everyone just thought I was a Mexican who could read. Sorry to all you intellectual Mexicans out there. Sure you exist. Some things like you think they'll be like a great asset in your life, and then they're just not. Like, my father is a motivational speaker, and you'd think that like would make me soar, but here I am. Holy shit. I'm a little gay, unfortunately, but not like invite her to your hot tub with the girlfriend kind of gay. More angsty, self-loathing, like Kevin Spacey in, what was it? Real Life. He's probably trying to touch your cock, let's be real. Tony. Pretty lady. No, you're just I'm not lady. Man. But like your essence. No, your essence is like divine.
Oh yeah, way to really fizzle out at the end. Really just started eating shit at the end. Had a bunch of nice stuff I was about to say, and then you're nothing like Kevin Spacey. You look more like Kevin Smith, you motherfucker. Here we go. How dare you call me a lady?
No, I meant your essence, like you're divine.
I love it. Well, you have the essence of every Austin comic I've ever seen.
The essence of every Bob's Burger character.
Sarah, I remember you from you are very funny. You crushed at Kill Tony, Austin, Texas. I remember that, correct?
Yeah.
No, the roast. I didn't go up.
You did the stand-up show with us, or something like that.
No, she was on acid.
What do I remember you?
I was on acid, but that was like a sham. I mean, it wasn't a sham. It was like not planned. Set and setting, guys.
Sarah, stand up. Be a professional.
Set and setting.
Of course, the only girl to ever get on her knees on the show is a fucking lesbian. That's how that
But I don't have the balls to use my strap on.
Do you have a strap on?
Yeah.
Is that really true?
Yeah.
And you've never used it?
No,
I thought the only person that didn't use their dick was Ryan Higgins. God.
You sound so excited when you delivered that.
So good. So good.
He leaned into that motherfucker.
Even I, with my own brain, sometimes I'm like, fuck, am I good?
That second joke, man, fucked me up because it started with so much promise about your dad being a motivational speaker that you just start jumping around and shit.
Oh fuck.
So yeah, it's something there that you could like lean into, you know what I mean? But you just didn't, you know.
You have such a likable face. You have such a likable round head. You have the head of an emoticon. Do you know that? It's like perfectly round and yellow.
That's a way to be described on Tinder.
If a stand-up set was only supposed to be 9 seconds long, you would be the greatest comic of all time. But then you just ate shit the rest of the time. But the first joke was awesome. I love that first joke. Do more like that one.
Do more of the stuff that works.
Yeah. No, because that was a real good turn. I didn't see the Mexican Garita. I didn't see that coming. I liked it, you know. And then you just seemed like you lost.
How long have you?
I don't know what the jumping around. I didn't even get what that was.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it was anxiety. I have ADHD, but it's I've just been like a hack and not doing stand-up. I've been like a sitcom writer.
It's not true.
All right.
Oh, thanks. But
Don't tell it about yourself. Don't say that shit.
Pat always
what would your father
Pat
say
always
if he heard
defends
you
the
say that?
hipsters. Don't say that about yourself. Don't say that about yourself with your glasses that you're wearing.
No, she's not hipster. Just emotionally unstable. So I defend emotionally unstable people.
Yeah,
like myself.
And there is not a fucking name in this bucket, my friend, that is not emotionally unstable. I promise.
yes, comedy.
There's not one. There's people whose fucking dicks don't work, man. Emotionally unstable. That's fucking. School. All right, let's do it. Sarah, what do you do for work?
Well, I was just fired by Chelsea Handler. I was on a week-to-week contract for her Netflix show, and it started out as a love fest, and that's so I've been a hack, like mind whore.
Right, just like with your set. You started off great, and by the end, she didn't want to be around you anymore.
No, I was her producer, the Stratobuterus.
Well, wait a minute. So you wrote a bunch of shit, right? Like,
Yeah,
over
we
the
would
last
write her
couple-
tweets and everything.
All right. So I mean, did?
I hope somebody didn't sign a non-disclosure agreement.
I'm sorry.
You better hope Chelsea's handler doesn't find out about that.
No, I think amazing things of her.
Well, look, I'm not trying to get in trouble with it, but like, so you had to write shit that they didn't use, right?
Oh, well, there was like a whole chain of
Why don't
command,
you
like
have that?
9 departments.
Do you have those jokes again?
To do?
Yeah. Why don't you do those?
Oh, no, but it's all, it's stand-up in like a talk show format is different.
Yeah, but there's got to be a premise or two. I've been writing for.
No, you're
shit
right.
for
I
years.
honestly, the truth is, I came tonight, because I heard Ari Shafir's whole rant about podcasts and the power of them and like killing media, and then also Tony, my awe for Tony,
Yeah,
and his
from
level
Ari's
of judgment.
book.
So the truth is, I was like kind of throwing out areas because I wanted to hear Tony's like discerning laser eye, like meanness.
No,
Yeah, be
you
that
don't need
person.
to hear it from me. You
Be
need to
that
hear it
person.
from the audience that doesn't react.
Who
Right.
you just was when you was pointing at Tony, getting in his face? Be that person when you perform. Don't do the anxiety shit. Just go in and give it to him.
I agree with
You
Byron.
just- you just-
are already likable. You
Yeah.
don't need to play nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm timid. Like a
What?
faggot. No, I'm a faggot. I'm a faggot.
Whoa, I just got a boner.
You need more of that.
Ryan's dick just punched through a wall.
So how long ago did she fire you? Did she fire you directly?
No. She was rarely there. I mean, she was working very hard.
Right.
But
Dang.
she wasn't just hanging out in her house in Spain in the first few weeks when we were all planning the vision for it. She wasn't.
This girl's
Good luck on your next job.
Right.
Good luck on your next job.
That's the thing. I don't want to be a whore anymore. I want to be like these guys. Look at them. They're just doing it. All of you.
We all are whores. Look at us.
Everyone's, dude, everyone, yeah.
I just
everyone
clapped
else.
at a dude getting a shark fin put on his dick.
Yeah. There's no way to not be a whore and be in the entertainment industry.
Or want money, you know what I mean?
I still think some whores have higher standards.
You can still do what you want, but at the end of the day, somebody has to pay you for stuff.
In the
but
day,
I'm
you go
just
to that
saying-
church of Viacom, and you got the fucking trembles.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, your fin will shake right off your fucking head. You mean you have the trembles at Viacom?
Somebody paid
I was
me to
thinking
write jokes.
because we used to build churches and cathedrals, and now the tallest
Okay,
buildings
forget
are
it.
all
Don't explain it.
media and
As soon as you
shoes
started
and
it.
banks.
Hold on. Say what you was gonna say.
No, I was going to say, you have gotten paid to write jokes.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you got paid specifically for that skill because you're capable of writing jokes. I know you're capable of writing jokes because that Mexican one was great.
Thanks.
The rest of those, they literally, if you put it on a piece of paper, does that actually work on paper?
You're right. I'm with you.
All right.
It was like a whim of like minding. Oh, the Kevin Spacey one. I think it can. I'd defend that one.
Well, I stopped paying attention at that point.
Oh,
but,
fuck.
No offense, but whatever.
Fuck.
Like,
Because I lost the wind in one and then it was done for you.
yeah, they're
That's
just
fine.
hopping around shit. It's
Fuck.
like, what are
I
you-
didn't even know.
And it's also pretty inside. That's a little inside
Kevin Spacey
show
being
business.
gay?
Yeah, it's a little inside.
You guys didn't know he
I never
grasped
thought
for
Kevin
like
Spacey was
everyone's
gay.
cock in sight.
People don't really
I didn't
know that.
I didn't know that. No.
Yeah. How do you know? How did
The
you?
more you know.
Let me ask you. How did you find
So,
that out? You have a
you
friend
have-
who he hit on, right? Yeah, those are all the people
Yeah.
that know that he's gay.
Yeah, if you're in Indiana, they're not going to know what you're talking
I'm
about.
sorry. I
And
didn't
once
know
again,
this room was full of people
still-
from Indiana.
Still information that really shouldn't be thrown out there. Just like the Chelsea Handler
Can you
shit.
bleep these things out?
No.
And Chelsea Handler is the best, most gorgeous soul. I love her.
Hey, we in show business, and the more you're in show business, everybody around you gonna have fucked up shit that you can't tell nobody.
Okay.
So remember
I
that.
still-
I mean, I work with this
I
guy
don't
every
think-
single day. Do you
I'm not trying to
understand
out-
that the secrets I have to keep in my
I just don't. I don't understand why a man loving another man's like prostate or something. Why is man on man?
By the way, all right.
I love how Tony tried to shake that one off. He's like, no, we're not flying with that one.
It just doesn't even make any sense. You're gonna you're holding on to my secrets. Jesus.
Hey Tony, can we bring the next
Yeah,
comic
you
up?
better. Yeah. Wait, Pat, you were the one who was defending her a second ago. Now you're so sick of her. Whereed the mic stand go?
It's like Chelsea.
Yeah.
Even the mic stand left during Sarah's set. Sarah, you got it. You know, just like Jesse nailed it on the head. I mean, follow your momentum with the first jokes. Stop self-destructing and stop bouncing around trying to be likable. You're already likable.
Just write your shit down and look at it.
Have the words that come out of your face make sense.
Who is this guy?
This guy
Thanks.
is right. This guy.
And stop burning the only bridges that you've ever had in show business, by the way. That might not work for you.
Yeah. Well, she always got motivational speaking. You know what I mean?
Wait, did I burn with Chelsea? I really like her.
No, I mean, it's okay. I bet you do like her. Yeah.
But she emails me all the time still.
All right, there she goes.
Wait, do we
There she still goes, Sarah Connor. I love that there's a drummer in this.
I know.
Isn't that fun?
I
It
know.
feels good in here. First ever time with
It's
a drummer.
weird he don't have a microphone. He got to stare at two asses.
Love it.
Hey, you got to work your way up in this band.
I love that. Well, you guys ready for another comedian or what? Put your hands together for Quinn Wright.
So I'm a virgin at 25. And I mean, I get it, ladies. Seth Rogen with Downs is not a very good look. But it's autism. That last part's actually true. I am on the spectrum. It's a light case, though, and I don't have a lot of sensitivities to, you know, like crowds, sounds, lights, people's feelings. I don't pay attention to any of that shit. My uncle is a hearse driver, and he's losing his vision. Recently, he lost his glasses. He means to get a new pair, but it's just been so good for his business, he just can't. That's my time. Thanks.
Fuck yeah. All right. 35 seconds. 35 seconds. I like
Actually, he'll tell us how many seconds. He knows it far more accurately than you do.
Yeah, what is this attached to? I've never seen a Rain Man carry around a poncho. What's happening?
It's a camera.
What is it?
It's a camera.
That's a camera?
Well, it's a camera bag, the camera's in it.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man, you gotta lose that shit. You can't be walking around. As a black man, I'm telling you, as a white man, you can be walking around with shit like that strapped on.
It might have something to do with the virgin thing. I mean, like no one's going to like come up to you with that, except maybe that one guy.
That just looks suspect.
That one guy. The boner. Everybody, the one guy? That's a great reference, Brian.
Have you been? When was the last time you were on? Have you ever been on a date?
No,
Never.
So you're a virgin. How old are you?
25.
I love this. Let's talk about this.
Sure.
You ever came before? You ever jacked off?
Well, yeah, dog.
What noise you make when you jack off?
Yeah,
Like, what noise do you make? Because you look like you make a weird noise.
It doesn't make a noise.
Like your teeth don't chatter or nothing. You're like...
Silent and shameful. It's silent and shameful.
You keep those glasses on when you do it?
No, I don't.
You don't jack off. You don't be taking your glasses off and be wiping your face. Oh, shit.
He just loudly counts off the strokes.
Have you ever talked to a girl, like gotten close, you feel like?
Yeah, I've had some bad experiences.
Totally bad experience. Can you tell us about one?
That's how they start, bro.
You're not really comfortable with that.
Come on, you don't have to talk about the girl's name or anything. Just tell us.
I just got a little obsessed and I didn't see signals because I'm an idiot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was that way for a long time.
Did you not see the signals because the blinds were down? Or?
Was your camera in your hand at the time?
Was it because you were tackled by the Secret Service and Jodie Foster didn't appreciate the gesture? John Hinckley reference.
That's funny. Quinn, what are you into? You're autistic. What are some of your wacky hobbies? Pro wrestling, Magic the Gathering? What are we talking about?
Photography.
Photography, that's it. Wow, I get the feeling you have a lot of pictures on your walls of girls that maybe you've seen a few times.
No, mostly trains. I'm sorry. That was me. Yeah, I think it's great. Are you? Because if this is a character, you're a genius. I like it.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
This is my second time on stage.
700. Whoa, second time. It's that he's going to keep coming back whether he's invited or not.
Yeah, man, just keep doing it.
You know what's good? You did your time and you didn't fuck around.
Yep.
Right? You don't give a fuck what time is left, you hit them. But since you want to do a short amount of time, if you want to do that, you can slow down as much as you possibly can.
Yeah, I got nervous.
Yeah.
No, the second time, dude, I get it. But
Yeah.
you actually had like things that are identifiable as jokes. You know,
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
they had punchlines. Like that's a unique, fun quality about.
And you would have got louder laughs if you
Yeah.
would have took the bag off.
Yeah.
Yeah, people took a couple of seconds to go like, is he gonna pull a cord and yell "Allah Akbar"? Like they threw us for a minute.
You look like somebody who got recruited by ISIS and then grew everything back just to come back and pretend like you normal again.
So
anyway, yeah, the funeral home, the uncle joke, yeah, that's a joke. That works. I like it.
Kryptonite.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did work.
how long have you lived in Los Angeles?
Whole life.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you still live with your parents?
Yeah.
What do they do?
My dad works at Costco. He used to be a writer for movies. He helped write basketball and.
Oh, that's cool.
Joey Diaz is in basketball. Fun fact.
It's not that fun.
How about mom? What does she do?
She sells fabric. Stepmother works in the
Her name's
industry.
Joanne. You may have heard of her.
Wait, you live with your mom and your dad and your stepmother?
No, I go between two houses.
You go between two houses.
That's smart.
One thing.
That's smart.
I mean, this isn't fun at all. It's actually just really weird. Strange.
Say it.
Both my mothers are. I'm sorry, I'm drying out. But both my mothers have the same name derivative of Laurel.
Are you serious?
When this has been this week's episode of When Autistic People Don't Know When They're Being Autistic. Well, here's something I think you will all find very interesting.
I want to be long.
The derivatives of the names of both of my mothers.
I just thought it was interesting but I knew it wasn't. But I
No.
couldn't
You know what's
stop.
funny? I had to write this
They're
shit
wrong.
down.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're wrong. What? How are they? Explain that to
I
me.
just think it's interesting since my dad got divorced from my mother and named another woman named Laurel.
They're both named Laurel.
Well, my mother's
That is
Laura.
hardy to believe.
Laura, and the other one's Laurel. Laurel and Laura.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good joke.
Huh?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. It makes sense to me.
You ever fantasize about your stepmother?
No.
Never not once?
Not one time. Not one time. You never fantasized. Look me in the eye.
He's not going to look you in the eye.
This shit is scary right here. Look at him in his eyes. It's like looking at a pit bull. Like a Woo! Good job, man.
I immediately felt guilty stepping
Hey,
up to him.
hey, ain't he bigger than you think? You get up and then you look and you're like, oh shit, I fucked up. I had to walk away from some altercations like that
Yeah,
before. I'm like, oh,
if you
shit.
don't get out of if you don't get out of his face right now, he's gonna do your homework for you. Were you a really good student in school, Quinn?
Not really, no.
No. What? Tell us something other than photography.
I'm autistic.
Other than photography, one thing that you love.
Film. I still technically sort of think so.
Other than photography and film and anything that has anything to do with a camera.
Other than boats, what do you love? Sailing.
What's your favorite kind of porn? Category porn.
Category I don't really go with, but I've been on a girl lately, Cassidy Banks. She's gorgeous.
Fuck yeah. She just changed her name right now.
I think it's a Laurel now. It's a derivative of Laurel.
Holy shit. This is the fucking greatest show.
Laurel
in the world.
Banks.
Oh my god. Quinn, this is so fun. You are such a cool, honest, interesting character.
I like this dude.
I love that. I think for your second time on stage, everything that I'm seeing right now, I mean, you're sorry other fucking sad losers that didn't really do jokes, but you were the standout so far of the night. And for 2 times on stage, your comfort level right now and your awareness of, being able to laugh at yourself, very fucking impressive.
Yeah. I have been on camera in my underwear before, and that was before I was in this.
Quinn, slow it down a little bit here.
What was this Christmas card?
Yeah, this is easy compared to that.
Quinn,
when were you in your
underwear on camera?
Why were you in all 6 of us are asking the same question at the same time.
I was in a movie?
Yeah, what kind of movie? What caliber?
Bowling for Columbine.
Oh.
Wow. Brian's lights out red band. Getting a fist bump from Writers Guild. Jesse Joyce.
It was a family comedy about the subprime mortgage called Subprime the Comedy.
All right, and why were you in your underwear?
Because that was the character.
Yeah, all right.
What did you say in it?
Did you audition for that?
Well, my dad helped write it, but...
Oh,
he wrote you in the
loophole.
No, I don't...
Like Ice Cube in NWA.
No, my dad helped write and actually played my uncle in it.
Oh, neat.
Yeah,
Double
it's
loophole.
not a great movie, though.
Okay.
So I wouldn't recommend watching it.
How's your father feeling?
Well, yeah, it can't be a good movie if his dad's working at Costco now.
Yes.
No way.
He did it as a favor.
But you know what his dad does for Costco? He could write
Well, that was
free samples.
That was my next question. Is Costco's known for everything being in bulk. And I'm sure he gets some kind of an employee discount. Is there anything that you get that you love from Costco that you make him get? Any kind of like beef jerky or? You look like a beef jerky guy. Has anybody told you that before? What do you like to snack on? Give us a couple of your favorite snacks.
Did you expect him to say, I like to snap into a Slim Jim occasionally?
Make sure you leave with this tonight. Yeah. When they say you're interested, you're so interested in that, actually ask a question to find out what type of snacks you like. These are things you could talk about,
What are they? What are some snacks you like?
I'm into the lately lemon bars from the 100-calorie lemon bars.
100-calorie lemon bars?
That's a derivative of full calorie.
And I eat like 20 at a time.
Dude, Dude, do you realize that's literally the best joke of the night so far? Is that you've been trying to keep, whatever, you have these new 100-calorie lunch bars. Well, I mean, I ate 20 of them, but the way you said that, we can just feel your honesty. I'm telling you, it's a really crazy quality that normally it takes people fucking years to get. But when you say something that's real, it fucking feels real. I still think, I don't trust anybody. I still think Ryan Higgins might be able to get a boner. You know what I mean? But when you say the stuff that you have going on, like, I truly believe it.
Because I look in your eyes, and there's something in your eye. Like, it's another person, rest in peace, my friend who had eyes like yours. He was funny as fuck. A guy named Angelo Bowers. He got his eyes, man.
Legend,
you know what I mean?
One of the best of all time.
Yeah,
he was
gone.
The funniest out of everybody in our class.
Yeah, you have a level of comfort that's unusual. Like, normally it takes most comics like years to get that, and all you had to do was have your parents get you vaccinated for measles. You automatically have the most confidence of anyone I've ever seen in a comic.
Jesus Christ.
Do you know Joshua Meyerowitz?
He's also
recently just followed.
You should go on road with him.
Yeah.
Or just maybe a couple miles. But.
Go on the road to the Laugh Factory.
But if one of them bombs, they're going to be called Autistic Blunder.
No, that's for the two of you that know that Josh Meyerowitz's Twitter handle is Autistic Thunder.
Hello.
Those two people that got it didn't even laugh.
to the inside.
So that is so awesome. Quinn, please come back and sign up again for this show.
Leave the backpack at home though. That's distracting to be on stage.
Yeah, you're not allowed to take pictures here anyway.
Yeah, I just take pictures on the road in Hollywood sometimes.
On the road? Like, what have you taken pictures of today?
Nothing today, actually, yet.
Really?
I just take it
today.
wherever I go, because I might take a picture.
Have you ever sneaked a little picture of a chick before?
Upskirt?
You ever taken upskirt?
Not really, no.
No?
You should try.
No, I'm actually really not comfortable taking pictures of people most of the time, unless they ask me to.
I imagine how uncomfortable they must be.
Whoever asked you to take a picture? Whoever looked at you and was like, "Hey, are you a photographer?"
I've gotten quite a few fashion gigs.
Oh, real?
Yeah.
Really?
For
Fashion
clothing,
gigs?
Yeah.
Does that count the one where you're just in your underwear in a movie?
No, I'm taking the pictures then.
I love that. I can't believe a guy that gets fashion gigs can get away with wearing a Vietnam veteran jacket.
Yeah, it's mainly for the
Do you have an Instagram we could check out your work?
Right on Target is my name on social media, is right with the W.
Oh, cool. Right on Target.
Right on Target photo is my website.
Wow. Cool. Well, very cool. It was so nice to meet you. There he goes, the second time ever on stage. Quinn Wright.
Good job, man.
You know what's fucked up? So cool. In some weird way, in 3 years, we all gonna be working for this guy.
Totally. Hey, boss, can you get a picture of me?
He like, hey, remember that time that I did that show? All right, back to work. And
Totally. And Byron, you're absolutely fucking right. You just see these people become absolute monsters. Second time on stage. One more time for Quinn Wright, everybody. Oh my God. Oh my God. For the third week in a row, ladies and gentlemen, I have pulled out of this fucking bucket one of the most unbelievable sensations to come to Kill Tony in a long time. They are back, these lucky motherfuckers. It is the Verzi Triplets.
Oh my God. Thank you. Wow. Thank you.
Everybody fucking stop talking and relax for a second, all right? Everybody shut the fuck up. This is a live podcast. Okay, they're almost there. One more time for the Verzi Triplets,
Well, I know this looks fun, but you know what this wasn't fun for? Our mom. Yeah, just not fun.
My parents, they only wanted one kid. They got 3. That means 2 of us were mistakes.
Well, according to my dad, all 3 of us were mistakes, so that's good. 3 babies in one belly, that's a lot of weight for one woman. My mom literally doubled in size. Like, here's my mom before the pregnancy, and here's my mom 9 months pregnant. Get these babies out of me! And the labor was just horrific. She said it did not stop.
For the doctors, it must have been like pulling on a magician's handkerchief. It just kept going and going. And oh my God, there's more in here.
Wow, this thing is never ending. Like our father's disappointment in us.
Do they each get 60 seconds?
They timed it out and they thought that they were going to get more laughs. That's my favorite thing. The Verzi triplets, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you guys time travelers? This shit would fucking kill in 1908.
Have you seen these guys?
Fucking comics of all time.
That's what I said. Y'all, I'm like, y'all too handsome and buff to do that bullshit. You know what they want to hear? Give them that handsome buff shit.
Now, what I
Talk
love.
about how great life is. You know what I mean? How y'all be running trains on bitches and they don't even know. Talk that triplet shit, nigga. Talk that triplet shit. I know y'all dress better than this. I know it. Life wasn't that hard, you know what I mean?
I've come to,
let me get 3 of those. Old Navy, y'all got them V-necks?
Yeah, they're Target.
Target 3-pack.
I love the Verzi triplets. Oh, a huge note that I'm going to give you guys that...
That's 6 dimples up there. What the fuck?
That you can see.
One of the interesting things about the Verzi triplets, I don't know if you guys noticed how it's one of the most blatant things that you have to notice, is that one of them has a lisp. Now what I love is not only has this lisp blatantly gotten worse over the last 3 weeks, but I also love how the amount of the things that you guys could totally divvy up and assign and say different things. You have him saying so many S references in his weird fucking Jay Leno lispy ass voice. And it is just, I mean, do you do that strategically? Do you guys give him the S words?
No. He tries to like...
No, yes.
It's impressive to me. Now, another thing, by the way, and I'm not fucking around, and I don't usually talk about tweets this much, but I did get a lot of tweets this week talking about Pat Reagan, who is, one of my favorite human beings, truly one of the people that I believe in the most, unbelievable comedian, musician, hard-ass fucking worker, creative force. Love working with him. And I have never seen him more fucking fired up because you guys are, you know what I mean? You're pure and you're clean and you're good people and you're taking an
don't forget handsome.
You're taking an opposite approach that a grungy cult figure like risk taker that is a Pat Reagan. And Pat went insane, ballistic, ranting, hatred, spewing it last week. You've been silent so far. Pat, have the Verzi triplets won you over?
No. Okay. You know who that cringeworthy set wasn't fun for? Everyone say the audience in unison. 1, 2, 3. The audience!
Wow.
You know what I see here? I like this.
Oh wait, let that go! More of that. What the fuck were you just about to say?
Go ahead. Say it.
It's just you guys are like commercial actors, just generic, artless guys, and you don't get it. You don't know what you're doing.
Oh, jeez.
You don't get it, man. It's about the art, man. It's not cool, dude. Like, you need to get in there. They remind me of the Three Stooges, but Curly, Larry, and No.
You're like a barbershop quartet where the 4th guy killed himself.
It's just, do you guys think what you're doing is funny? Do you think it's funny? And I know you guys. I got no problem with you guys. I'm being sort. We are friends. We are. You can call us at any time.
You know what?
We hate your comedy. comedy with a passion. But do you think what you are doing right now is funny?
All right, so
I'm serious.
Pat,
There's three of you. That's 3 different brains.
Pat.
That's 3 opportunities to stop making these choices and putting yourself out there on stage.
I'm gonna
Hang
answer
on,
that.
the artist has to adjust his shark fin.
What you're doing is easy, bro.
You telling me y'all really like each other that much? That's what the fuck you saying. You know what I mean? He ain't never did no shit to you that pissed you off.
Oh, no, of course, yeah.
And y'all slightly, now that I'm standing up, y'all do slightly look a little bit different. You know what I mean? Together, y'all will be like a perfect 11. But now I see the flaws in y'all.
Did you guys really all come out at the same time?
What?
So you guys all came out at the same fucking
30
time,
seconds
right?
apart. Yeah, 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Wow.
I thought you meant in the closet, and I was like, what? You guys all came out of the closet 30 seconds apart?
It was a rough day for me.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Sayonara.
Listen, like,
So would y'all race to go take shits? You know what I mean? Would you be mad like your brother shat before? Like, do y'all shit at the same time? Like, how does this shit works?
I mean, did they sell?
I have Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Thank you, drummer. You know what? I'm going to answer that question that Pat had for them, I feel like, because I don't think you guys want to admit it, and nod your head if I'm correct. I don't really think that you guys think that what you did today and even last week is funny. I think you guys don't think it's funny. I think you're saying things that you think that the audience will think is funny. Would you agree with that, or do you really fucking think that having the guy with the lisp do all that shit?
It's like you guys got cast to do comedy.
Oh, that's good. And that's a good. That's
And by the way, one
good.
thing, and let me tell you something, Verzi triplets, right now is, I know this cannot possibly be the dream situation what's happening, but I'm looking at the way these fucking comedians clap when Pat goes against you guys, and you will always have that. And you have to learn, if you're gonna fucking take this shit seriously and do it, you have to know that all these people are gonna hate you guys 3 times more than they hate every other comic. And every comic hates any fucking comic that gets pulled out of a bucket, that's booked on a show, that gets anything.
What was the difference between their first time? Their first time, we really liked what they had on stage, and the second time was
Can I
this
tell you
bullshit.
something? Your guys' timing is all off. You're leaving beats, you're leaving pauses where stuff isn't even jokes. When in the very beginning, when you're like, oh, what the fuck was the first thing that you fucking said?
But you know who doesn't like me? My mother, right?
Right,
Who
right.
is rough.
You know who doesn't like me? The other one.
My mother.
And you guys have to respond like you're fucking talking.
You know what is gonna happen?
That is the least one.
When one casting person said we want that one,
Yep.
and the other ones become unsuccessful, then they gonna get funny.
Yeah.
At least 2 of them. You know what I mean? At least 2 of them gonna get.
I mean, yeah, it's the Verzi twins. They're related to that brother.
There's a way to do it, right?
What are your
I mean,
first
No,
names?
yeah, listen, here's the thing. Like, no, you guys don't talk like that in real life. Like, none of you.
Yeah.
But somehow you come
What
on
do you
stage.
mean, Jesse? We
Yeah,
all talk like that. Come on!
No one, like, it's you guys are like fucking vaudevillians. Like, no, like.
I don't know what you're
Like,
talking about.
I think I was super interested when you came up. Like, I wanted to hear what you guys had to say. And then, can you imagine what would that be like if you were actually like, the trick of stand-up is to make it seem conversational. You know, like, make it seem like you're just naturally this funny when you're talking, when you're doing your jokes. And then, like, if I came up and talked to you, and then you started talking like the fucking Warner Brothers fraud, all 3 of you, I was like, this is funny shit. And I would walk away. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how human
I look
beings
like that
talk to
fraud.
each other.
What do you-
Like, you can be funny. Like, I want you guys to be funny.
What do you guys do
genuinely
for work? How do you survive? Do you still live with your parents?
We do.
Fucking, okay, construction.
We do
that's right.
construction, yes.
You guys do it.
Did you guys sleep in the same bed, like head to toe? with old nightcaps on? It's like,
Watch me be in the next X-Men movie. It's like some weird superhero type.
God, I think I don't know. I want to be constructive because I really don't. I think it's like I don't want to fucking hate on you guys that much. You guys need to fucking realize like what, because I do cringeworthy shit on purpose, but you got like realize like the audience is just cringing. Do you know what I mean? And like you don't want to make the audience cringe.
You gotta,
so
you gotta go for it.
If you're gonna be performative, just like fucking, I don't know, get
I
a little
love-
modern.
Do you guys think like if there was like a Flappers, like your parents go to a comedy show, they would like that shit though, right?
They would.
Yeah, I mean, so there is an audience for it.
Okay,
That's why I hate it so much, because they
Right.
could be more successful than
Right.
I'll ever be.
Maybe they're just mixing up with the wrong. I mean, this
Oh,
is
no,
like
if-
dirty
if-
darkness, and you guys need to be over at Flappers.
No,
you know?
this went on a cruise ship tomorrow. People would be.
Man, everybody hates the Jersey triplets. I've never seen such a
influence.
Have you guys ever done?
Who are their influences?
Steve Martin.
I love it. I love that you three dress like off-duty Power Rangers.
And you know what? They look like
that.
They look like the Pep Boys. They look like the Pep Boys. It's the Pep Boys when they was young.
You look like you're on you look like you're on the cover of like a community college pamphlet, like a fake one, not even a real one.
And comedy too. If you sign up for this class.
They look like the three letters. They
And
look like the
nobody
three
knows-
letters of the frat.
I feel like
That's pineapple pie right
I
there.
feel like you guys were the Amelia Earhart's favorite comic.
That's hilarious. This is what I listen to when I fly planes.
Yeah, just talk like fucking adult men do. You know what I mean? Like that's. I'm not trying to be emasculating.
Do not
to you.
look at
I'm
this-
just saying that like the comics don't like our mother. You know what I mean? Like
Well, yeah, it's definitely a filling out thing. We're trying different ways to do it.
Totally.
Yeah.
But
Have you guys seen the Sklar Brothers?
Yes, but there's also. I mean,
Have you
we're trying
seen
to do
Nancy and
But they're
Sky?
twins.
Have you
We're
ever heard of
triplets.
Nancy and Sky? Do you know about them? Sky and Nancy? I saw the funniest fucking, I'm not even kidding, I saw the funniest comedy duo I've ever seen in my fucking life last night at the Hollywood Improv. I watched the first 10 seconds just thinking this was gonna be, I always just watch for 5 seconds every time and I'm always just like, oh, dog shit, goodbye. And oh my god, it was unbelievable. They're older and they play these characters that are like
yeah.
rich as fuck.
Yeah.
Have you seen them?
Yeah, they funny as fuck.
Every single thing that one person says is funny, and then the next person reacts and responds to that thing funny, and then they respond funny. There's no, you don't need setups.
Have you guys ever-
You guys can fire off missiles, rapid fire.
Right.
You don't need to take it slow. They will catch up with you.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Have you ever done stand-up comedy individually? Like, have you ever done that? Maybe you should.
Only the
try
one
that.
with the lisp, by the way.
But maybe you guys could like practice that and then work together on stage. So it's not you guys
We are
like
running-
finishing each other's sentences. It's like you kind of like just playing off each other.
We are running later than your guys' mom's period. Jersey triplets, everybody. There they go. It doesn't really make sense.
Congratulations. He's definitely a comedian.
The one with the lisp almost fell on his
He's
half.
definitely a comedian.
Man, I really almost bit the dust on that one. Jesus Christ. What does he mean I say too many S's?
I think that the other two need to assimilate and they need to get lisps, so they just all have lisps across the board.
Yeah, totally.
Hi, we're the Verdi triplets.
Like the whole country of Spain.
I think, I don't know if they're still here, but you guys should not feel that bad. You should hold your head high and keep fucking doing it.
I
That's
totally
what
agree.
you're
Versi
fine.
triplets, you guys have got to fucking keep getting better at, building that muscle, having no soul.
It's a
You
grind.
heard these motherfuckers roar, those comedians up there, when I said that they hate you 3 times more. They went crazy. And there's a fucking reason why. It's because they fucking hate you. We all wish that we had 2 other people to fucking help make us funny. Alright, so got it. Put your hands together for your first regular tonight. We have 2 people that do a brand new 60 seconds every single week, other than the Versi triplets. Your first regular, you know her, you love her, the always nervous stylings of Melissa Esslinger.
I see being a millennial more of a disorder than a generation. Because, I would call, if it were a disorder, I would call it lazy, loud, asshole, zebra, YOLO. We're just as fucked up as every generation before us, except we had the internet. Yeah, I'm grounded, so now I get to watch porn and talk to strangers all day. Oh no. I haven't done that in a while. I did have a therapist growing up. Her name was AOL Instant Messenger, and she taught me not to use all caps unless I'm yelling. And my dad had to, like, if he wanted to skip school, he had to walk, but I could just call an Uber for $6. That's it.
There you go, Melissa. A lot of good stuff there. Would have been the set of the night had you not, constantly self-destructed 3, 4, 5 times in a 45-second long set. Oh fuck, did that again. Shouldn't have done that. Oh fuck, what did I say that? Blah 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 blah. In 45 seconds, you managed to, have exactly as many punchlines as you had meltdowns. But the stuff that's working is fucking working. And again, what's crazy about you that I think is different than sort of like a lot of the our original regulars, like. You're writing stuff that for you is evergreen and it works and you're likable, and the 45 seconds that I saw tonight of actual jokes was great. And
it's not no fat on it. It's just straight boom boom.
Yeah, here's the question that I have. Do you always write your set on your hand or do you not always write?
No, I haven't done it in a
And
very
can
long
I tell you why? And I could tell that you haven't done it in a long time. And you want to know why you looked at your set on your hand? Because you had your fucking set on your hand. It's the most common thing that these idiots that don't want to grow do. Oh, I'm going to take my fucking paper. And then you look at the paper. If you have if those people that do monologues, if you have a teleprompter, you're going to fucking read the teleprompter. If you do this, you're going to do that. And if you set yourself up for that, that's how you're going to do it. So lose the fucking set list.
I mean, you're only doing a minute.
You have to train your memory to be able to do this.
I haven't done it in a long time. I shouldn't have.
But my point is this, is that the moment where you decided where you're going to look at your set
I decided I
was
not
when
gonna be
you
able
wrote
to
it
do
on your hand. It wasn't in the middle of the set. You're saying that it was in the middle of your set, but it wasn't. You knew you were going to look at that set list when you wrote it on your
I
hand.
decided that I couldn't do it without writing it on my hand by writing it on my hand.
I don't know what you're saying.
What? That made perfect sense.
But we
I
have to
didn't
move
mean
on.
to.
We're sorry, we're running so late right now. Melissa, I love that set. Great stuff. I just want you to learn that to stop writing it on your hand and writing notes. I think that you can fucking memorize a minute. I really believe it.
Did you just get pulled out of a river?
It's so funny. We have absolutely got to move on. There she is, Melissa Esslinger, everybody. Melissa Esslinger. Your one and only on the regular. You know her. You love her. New minute every single week. The great and powerful Vanessa Johnston, ladies.
Thank you. Cool.
Shut up, wrong show, asshole. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Vanessa Johnston. There you go.
I think he was actually being nice. Okay, but that's okay. Thank you. I don't like to seem like I hate everyone and everything, but I do, so it comes off that way. Some people don't believe in heroes, but they haven't met my dad. I love him because he hates everyone. He doesn't even like me. He's the best. People are too uptight, man. Like, they think they're so important and that they're so busy. Like, you don't do anything. You're going to die. Nothing matters. That's what my dad would tell me when he dropped me off at preschool. He's so honest. My dad would tuck me in at night and tell me, Vanessa, someday I'm gonna divorce your mother. I can't right now because she'll take half my money. The good news is that your mom's health's not very good, so I'm hoping she'll die soon.
Vanessa Johnston. Fuck yeah. Guys, thoughts on Vanessa Johnston?
Are you from New York?
No, I'm from Minnesota.
Oh, because you have like a New York, or were you just was that just your dad impression, or do you actually sound like you have a New York accent?
I don't know.
Because it's weird, because you talk like Trump and look like one of his wives. It's a very weird combination of things.
Oh, man, I just got another boner.
No, but the dad shit's really strong. I really like that. I thought that was well written and it had a good twist in it.
Really positive.
So awesome. Just like Melissa, you know, that's another chunk of material that is so you and right in your vein, and that goes to the big set. That goes straight there. We are running so late. There's Vanessa Johnson, everybody. She's Vanessa Johnson. Melissa Essling. We did this episode of Kill Tony, ladies and gentlemen. A drawing from Ryan J. Eno, who is selling. He's the house artist, and he is selling the official Kill Tony poster after the show on the front patio. That's tonight's episode. Jesse Joyce, Byron Bowers. Anything coming up you guys want to promote?
Whatever.
I'm gonna be in Athens. I'm gonna be in Athens in June at the 40 Watt.
Athens, Georgia?
Yep, Athens, Georgia, 40 Watt. Me and Hannibal Burrs. Around town.
I'm at the comic strip in Edmonton and the House of Comedy in Minneapolis.
Love that. Reagan and Watkins, everybody. Make some fucking noise, you guys.
Stand up at Patty Reagan, ReaganWatkins.com.
I love it. Come on. That's tonight's episode. Thank you so much for coming out, everybody.
See you guys.
Kill a couple rappers, but they did it themselves. Everybody's suicidal, they didn't even need my help. They should have elementary, I'd probably go to jail if I shoot at your identity and bounce to the left. Stuck a flag in my city, everybody's screaming Compton. I should probably run from there when I'm done. To be honest, and I put that on my mama and my baby boo too. 20 million walking out the car, Betty woo woo.
Wait. Raise your hand if you're gonna take a picture. There you go. Okay, there you go. Right there.
Bitch, where you and I was.
By the time you hear the next pop, the funk shall be within you.
Now when the game